Hi everybody, nice to see you here. And the first storybook. Now do you remember yesterday we started with a story here? We read Three Little Pigs, didn't we? Yeah? And so today I said we'd read the next story, which is going to be, can you remember? Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there was a family of three bears who lived in a cosy little cottage in the middle of a big wood. There was great big Daddy Bear, there was middle-sized Mummy Bear, and there was tiny wee Baby Bear. One morning, Mummy Bear filled 3 bowls with porridge for the bears' breakfast, but it was much too hot to eat. "We'll go for a walk in the wood while it cools," said Daddy Bear, and the 3 bears went out of the cottage and closed the door behind them. Just then, along came a naughty little girl called Goldilocks, who was walking through the wood all by herself. Goldilocks went up to the cottage and peeked in at the window. When she saw that there was no one at home, she opened the door and looked in. On the table were 3 bowls of porridge. First she tried Daddy Bear's porridge. "Ah, too hot," she said. Then she tried Mummy Bear's porridge. "Ugh, too cold," she said. Then she tried Baby Bear's porridge. "Oh, just right," she said, and she ate it all up. Goldilocks was so full of porridge she felt very sleepy. First she tried sitting in Daddy Bear's chair. Too hard," she said. She climbed down and then tried sitting in Mummy Bear's chair. "Ooh, too soft," she said. Then she tried sitting in Baby Bear's chair. "Oh, just right," she said, and she started to go to sleep. But suddenly there was a loud crack and a bang. Goldilocks screamed and tumbled onto the floor with a bump. She was so heavy she had broken Baby Bear's chair into little pieces. Goldilocks was cross. She got up and looked in the bedroom. There were 3 beds. First she tried lying on Daddy Bear's bed. "Too high," she said. Then she tried lying on Mummy Bear's bed. Too low," she said. Then she tried lying on Baby Bear's bed. "Oh, just right," she said. She pulled up the bedclothes, snuggled down and yawned twice. She was soon so fast asleep she did not hear the 3 bears come back from their walk in the wood and open the door of their cottage. The bears were hungry and wanted their breakfast. Daddy Bear looked at his bowl. "Who's been eating my porridge?" he said in his great big voice. Mummy Bear looked at her bowl. "Who's been eating my porridge?" she said in a middle-sized voice. Baby Bear looked at his bowl. "Who's been eating my porridge?" he said in his teeny-weeny voice. "And they've eaten it all up." And he began to cry. "Never mind," said Mummy Bear. "We'll soon make you some more." Daddy Bear was very angry. "Someone's been in our cottage," he growled, and searched all around the room. Then he stopped and looked at his chair. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" he said in his great big voice. Mummy Bear looked at her chair. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" she said in her middle-sized voice. Baby Bear ran to his chair. "Who's been sitting in my chair?" he said in his teeny wee voice. "And they've broken it all up." The 3 bears went into the bedroom. Daddy Bear looked at his bed. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" he said in his great big voice. Mummy Bear looked at her bed. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" she said in her middle-sized voice. Baby Bear ran to his bed. and looked at it. "Who's been sleeping in my bed?" he said in his TV voice. "And look, she's still in it." Goldilocks woke up with a terrible fright, and when she opened her eyes, she saw the three bears standing round the bed staring at her. She screamed and jumped out of the window. She climbed out of the window and ran home through the wood to her mother as fast as she could. The three bears never ever saw Goldilocks again, and Goldilocks never ever went walking in the wood on her own again. Well, a pretty good idea, I suppose. Anyway, that's the end of that story, okay? Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Now the next story is going to be Rumpelstiltskin, and we'll read that tomorrow, okay? So goodbye from the first storybook, and goodbye from me, Mr. C. Toodaloo, bye-bye.